All right, let's look at example 3a, evaluating expressions with zero and negative exponents. So we're going to evaluate the expression for the given value of variables. So we have x to the negative 2 for when x is equal to 4. So evaluate just means substitute that value in for x and then figure out, simplify the answer. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we plug it in. We have 4 to the negative 2 power. Right? And whenever we have that negative in the exponent, it's not a big deal. It's just the same thing as 1 divided by 4 squared. Now it's positive. And 1 divided by 4 squared, that's the same thing as 4 times 4, which is 16. Okay? Perfect, perfect. All right, let's look at example 3b. We're going to do the same thing, simplifying the expression. So now we have negative 2, a to the 0 power, b to the negative 4 for when a is equal to 5 and b is equal to negative 3. So we're going to substitute all of these values in to this expression. So we have negative 2 times a is equal to 5. So I'm going to put multiply by 5 to the 0th power, and then b is equal to negative 3. And since I'm substituting a negative in for a variable, I'm going to put that in. This 0 needs to be bigger. I'm going to put it in parentheses. So it's going to be negative 3 to the negative 4th power. Okay. And what is that equal to? So we have negative 2. We'll do just one thing at a time. Negative 2, can't really do anything with that. Times 5 to the 0 power. Well, 5 to the 0 power is equal to 1. Okay, and we're going to times this by, we got the negative exponent. Negative 3 is the base, the entire thing because of the parentheses. So this is the same thing as 1 divided by negative 3 to the 4th power. Now the 4 is positive, okay? And then what do? We simplify this a little bit further. So negative 2 times 1 is just negative 2. We can go negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2. So we have negative 2 all over, and we have this right here, which is this means negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to figure out the signs. A negative times a negative is a positive. A negative times a negative is a positive. And then I just need to determine 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3, I don't know, I'm going to figure it out really quick. I'm going to use my brain. 3 times 7 is 21, write the 1, carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So 81. Oh yeah, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 9 is 81. Why did I do it like that? Okay, so there's our answer, negative 2 over 81, simplified. Perfect. Okay, now it is your turn, my friends, to check it out for example 3A and 3B. And I just want you to use and solve these problems just like I have been solving them. And here is my friend, the Pause Dragon. Remind you to pause your device. Go ahead and work out these 2 example problems. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about them together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So I'm going to go ahead. We have p to the negative 3. I'm going to substitute p is equal to 4 in there. We end up with 4 to the negative 3rd power. No problem. That negative means 1 divided by 4 to the 3rd power, which is 1 times 4 times 4 times 4, which equals 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. So if you got 1/64, awesome, awesome. Great job. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, here we have it. 8 times a to the negative 2 times b to the 0 power for a is equal to negative 2 and b is equal to 6. We're going to substitute those values in. We get 8 times, negative number, so we're going to put it in parentheses, to the negative 2, and b times is 6 to the 0 power. Okay, one thing at a time. Can't do anything with that 8. I'm just going to rewrite it. We have the parentheses here raised to the negative power, so that means that's the same thing as 1 over negative 2 squared, now it's positive, times 6 to the 0 power, which is equal to 1. Okay, and then we just continue to simplify. We have the 8 times, what's this mean? This means negative 2 times negative 2 times 1. A negative times a negative is a positive, right? So then I'm just left with 1 over 2 times 2, which is 4 times 1. And I can just simplify this, right? Multiplying fractions, I look to cross cancel. Is there a common factor between 8 and 4? The answer is yes, sirree. 4 goes into 4 one time, 4 goes into 8 2 times, and then we just multiply across. We get 2 times 1, which is 2, divided by 1 times 1, which is 1. 2 divided by 1 is just the same thing as 2. So if you got that right, yo, you did a wonderful job, and I'll see you in a little bit for example 4.